Hello and welcome to the cafe. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you found me. This is Coffee and Sims, and this right here is something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. I want to tell you a little bit about what you decided to click on, because this is not just your regular Let's Play. This is a story. This is a full character driven, emotionally messy. I thought about this at 2 o'clock in the morning kind of story, and it has been living rent free in my head for about 3 months now. I was so nervous to press play on this because, like, genuinely nervous. You never know how your art and your work is going to be perceived. And like when you're sitting down and you're thinking about your characters and you build the world and you figure out who they are and what they want, what they're afraid of, putting that out into the abyss is terrifying. So I'm here giving you my best, but please know I am an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So if you're here for it, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. And yeah, let's get into it. My very first Let's Play, Between the Lines, episode 1. So before we get into the story, I do want to introduce you to our girl. This is Storri James. She is 28. She lives in Ciudad Enamorada, and she is the owner of Pages of Merlot. Storri cashed out her 401k and left her good, comfortable corporate job after a huge life shift to create Pages of Merlot. It's a bookstore, it's a wine bar, it's a place where the shelves are full and the glasses are never empty. Every month features a book and wine pairing that feels like you got a recommendation from your best friend. And honestly, it is my dream bookstore. But this is not just a business, it is Storri's baby. So she built something that was just hers, exactly the way she wanted to. The only question is if she built it to love or to hide in. Storri did lose her mother to breast cancer 2 years ago. Her mother was a photographer. Her name was Storri James. She wasn't a photographer professionally because life didn't leave room for that. These cameras on the shelf, they're not just her mother's things. They're just a reminder of what happens when you spend your whole life making sure everybody else is okay and you forget to ask who you are. Lyra had a gift, a real one, and the world never got to see it the way it should have. She was a great wife and she was a great mother, but what else could she have been if she had decided to be a little bit more selfish? So during this Let's Play, we're going to see Storri make some decisions that could come off as selfish, but they are all in an attempt to not live the regret that she feels like her mother left behind. But in the meantime, in between time, we are with our girl Storri, reading a book, catching her between the lines. Even though she has an early flight in the morning, she has a very exciting conference that she needs to get to, Del Sol Valley, and she has a 9 a.m. flight. She knows she should put the book down, so let's just go ahead and have our girl go ahead and turn in for the morning, I guess, because is it night anymore? I'm gonna go ahead and just have her jump in bed. She's really looking forward to this trip in the morning. She's genuinely excited about it, but there's also this thing that happens when there's something big that happens in your life, and it's really hard for her because the person that she wants to tell the most, she can't tell because her mom isn't here. So it's very sad and it's very layered, but you know, our girl Storri, she's a strong girl. Let's go ahead and get Storri up. It is now 6:36 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with her morning routine. So let's have her to apply a facial cleanser and then brush her teeth. So she'll just go ahead and come in. Come on in, Storri. That mod is hilarious because that is absolutely not that is absolutely not facial cleanser, but go off, sis. I have a toothbrush override in my game, so that's the reason why her toothbrush is white instead of, you know, I don't even know what color the toothbrush actually is anymore. I've been having these overrides in my game. I intermittently switch between like a blue one, a brown one, and then this like white one. Wait, is the regular one blue? We're gonna go ahead and have her jump in the shower as well. Take a brisk shower because we don't have time. And then if the first thing that you do in the morning is not use the bathroom, I don't know what you've got going on in life. So we're gonna give her a little bit of privacy. If you're looking for this house was built by Lena Sims Builds. You can find this on her Wixsite page. It is called the Farmhouse Tudor. I will put this in the description box. Please be aware though that this is a very old build. So unless you know how to run your game through the thumbnail batch fix that came with DX9, don't do it. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, don't look for this house. But I will put it in there because it's a really, really beautiful house. I like decorating, but I'm definitely not a builder, so I'm always on the hunt for beautiful houses. And I'm so thankful for the Sims community because there's so many people that can make houses. Like, I don't need to make a house. I just need to know how to search the internet and how to update a batch fix, you know? I don't know where she's going. Oh, did you forget to flush the toilet? Her skin is just so tea. Wash her hands. Have her go in the kitchen. Empty that old pot of coffee. Definitely put on a new one. Let's try an espresso. She has a long day and she didn't get much sleep. So let's go ahead and get an espresso going.
A brusa?
A brusa? Can I multitask while the coffee is brewing? Let's see if we can. Oh, I can't.
Supreme?
Oh, that cup is so cute. Oh, I love that. I think this is from Lifelike Sims, if I'm not mistaken, this coffee. Love that. Okay. Oh no, don't eat that. Kitty, stop. Okay, so I guess she got dressed. That cup is the cutest. Okay. She is eating the spoiled food. I'm sorry, cat. This is Athena, and this is Sir Louis Vuitton. Of course you're sick. Of course you're sick because you ate that old food. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and fill all the pet bowls. What's that? She's throwing that away. I'm gonna have her fill the bowl and call Athena to this one, and then fill the bowl and call Sir Louis Vuitton to that one, and then we're gonna clean up this mess. And then she's gonna go ahead and grab her luggage and go ahead and get to the airport. Now that she kind of has her morning going, she is a little hungry. It is 8 o'clock. Her flight is not until 10. So let's go ahead and grab a quick breakfast. Let's eat an acai bowl really quick. It's cleaned up before she goes because she definitely does not want to come back to a dirty house. Have her speak to her pets really quick. Let's have her talk to Sir Louis Vuitton and then talk to Athena.
Bevamoy. Supreme?
Where's her moodlets are she's energized from taking a shower and drinking the coffee. Her house is decorated nicely because period. She loved her acai bowl. She does have a fine moodlet from living a mediocre life. First of all, I'm doing my best. And then we have a seeking solace from fear of being alone. That's interesting. So our girl also has a New Year's resolution to get a significant other. She has 6 days to complete this task. So I am wondering how this is going to go at the conference today. There are going to be some successful men in the building, so maybe she can find somebody. She is competitive. She is gloomy, rightfully so. She is a bookworm. She's a romantic, a goofball, and she would be happy to have a child. She's always welcome. She loves film and literature. She has a bus ticket. She does have a competitive spirit. She is a quick learner, and she has a fear of being alone, and she has an anger grief. That is so interesting. So in anger grief, Sims with this grief type often have intense frustration, frequent angry emotions leading to outbursts and mean interactions. She can cope positively by attending grief counseling, working out those frustrations in the gym or at home, by exercising or channeling her emotions through playing instruments. These activities can be a great outlet for a lot of that pent-up anger. That is interesting. I don't think that I've ever done grief counseling in the game. Maybe we can do that when she comes back from her trip. Maybe she can do like a virtual therapy appointment or something. If she starts having like angry emotions. Right as soon as she's getting ready to go outside and jump in her car, she gets a call from her bestie, Justice. So Justice is just calling to make sure that she is getting ready to go. And she's like, girl, yes, I am getting ready to go. I am so excited. Please don't forget about my dog and my cat because I don't want to have to beat you up. And she's like, girl, I'm not going to forget about your dog and your cat and come feed that mean ass cat you got and that little dog. I'm going to take care of them. You don't even have anything to worry about. I cannot sit on the phone and talk with you, girl. I've got to get out of here and get to the airport. I fed Sir Louis Vuitton and I fed Athena. Don't forget about my pets. I won't. She's just gotten here to the hotel, so we'll just have her check in to the conference center. She's only staying for 2 days. It's not really a long trip. Here's the conference center / hotel that I put down in Del Sol Valley. Deco Sims to kind of help tell the story of, you know, making it look alive. So we have some Sims over here. I have a piano. We definitely have a bar over here, which is really nice. Storri is just gonna come up to her room and get settled before the conference actually gets started. This is gonna be the room that she is in. It's a pretty simple room. You know, it's clean, it's cute. A little mini fridge over there. There's no lamps in here apparently, but that's neither here nor there. Little closet, a basic little room. Let's see what the bathroom has got going on. Yeah, pretty simple. Cute toilet, shower, sink, the basics. Oh, it looks like she wants to go talk to one of the other women here. I thought by putting this stuff right here, I would prevent all the Sims from going downstairs, but that has proved to be a waste of time. Storri is like actually already down here, just getting familiar and acclimated with the whole place. This is nice. Kind of start practicing her points maybe. Look like a women in business conference. I love this. It's finally that time. It's about 10 minutes maybe from the beginning of the conference starting, and Storri's gotten her badge and she's mingling with some of the other women there. She's very aware that your network is your net worth, and so she is rubbing elbows with the woman in the pink suit because she is an attorney. But who I need you to be paying attention to is him right there in the crisp white button up. That is DeAndre Williams. He's 30 years old. He is a business consultant at Land Grab Industries in San Myshuno. He is here representing his company. Now, Storri notices him noticing her, but she cannot be distracted. All the late nights at the bookstore, all the events that she's planned, she is here talking about building something community centered, about how she curated something that people not only want, but they also need, how she learned the difference, and how she shows up for herself in business and encouraging the women in the room to do the same. And maybe like after the end of the event, like the other business women were so inspired by her speech that they like asked her for her opinion on their business, and she was just like, I need to get a drink after that. Wait. I guess DeAndre said, I sees you and I want you. She's gonna go ahead and get a drink at the bar. All right, let's see. Oh, he said, is anybody sitting here? She said you. So that was a great speech that you gave. She said, oh, thanks. He said, so how long have you been, owning your bookstore? She's like, oh, about a year now. He's like, oh, that's amazing. She said, oh, so what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm nothing as cool as you. I'm just kind of here. I work for Land Grab Industries, and we're kind of in town just looking for some partnerships with independent community businesses, and this conference is, I was staying here. I didn't really want to be here. And she said, oh, really? Then why did you come? You often do things that you don't want to do. And he's like, sometimes you just have to do things out of your responsibility. And so just because I don't want to be here doesn't mean that I shouldn't, if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have met you. And she's like, oh, and like kind of pushes her little silk press behind her ear. I love the beginning romance parts of like Sims getting to know each other. Baby, her skin is glistening. He is saying all the right things. They're having a little banter. She said, oh, you're not drinking? He's like, actually, I don't drink. And then he just looks her right in her eyes so that she knows that the only reason he's over there is because of her. And she's getting a little nervous, and she's just blushing because she hasn't been in a relationship in a long time, because her mom passed away. She opened the bookstore. Like, she has not, it's been a while. That thing got cobwebs on it. She's really trying to like concentrate and have this like very serious conversation with him. And he's like, during your speech, I know that you said that you were inspired to open your bookstore because of your mom passing away. And I think that's super admirable. And she's like, yeah, after she passed, it really just showed me that life is too short. And, I've been thinking about opening a bookstore for a long time. And I also wanted it to be a wine bar. And baby, she can't even concentrate because he's so fine.